What's pussy popping, you beautiful humans? My name is Ariane Andrew.
I'm Matt Dillon, and welcome to another piping hot episode of Sippin The Tea, where we
Sip the tea and our guests spill that tea.
Chin chin. Yes. So tell me, girl, who do we have
We
today?
have some super duper special guests today. They're not just badasses. They are some hot twins who are amazing designers. We have the Sachika twins, To-Nya and To-Tam.
AKA those naughty sisters. Look at these. Naughty girls. Hi, girls. Thank you so much for coming.
Of course, thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
Oh, you guys are just looking so
I
poppin'
know.
over
This
there.
is beautiful. We're going to get to the aesthetics of the clothes very quickly, but I want to kind of jump in and talk about how you started and kind of the development and evolution of that as sisters. So if you guys didn't know, if you guys didn't work it
You
out.
guys didn't figure it out that they're
I
twins.
just met her in the hallway.
Yeah, we just
look like me.
Exactly. Why do you look like me?
The dynamic here is so cute. So tell us, the kind of the background of how you started, why you started in fashion. What kind of drew you to that? I mean, you wear it so well. So give us a little background.
Yeah.
To-Nya is the magician.
Ever since I was young, I always knew that I wanted to be a fashion designer. I remember being 9 years old and
I remember even that.
sketching, drawing, and there was just something about it's like when you know something and it never left me. And I was like, whatever it takes, I'm gonna make it.
In your heart,
Yes. There was like no pushing around it. Like, what am I
love
gonna
that.
be? I was like, I'm gonna be a fashion designer.
And you just
Actually, I
tagged
am a
along for the
fashion
ride.
designer. Well, actually, yeah, exactly.
I was like, she's good. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I actually saw the talent that she had very early on, but as a kid, you don't really know, okay, what's happening.
That
You know, you're just
evolution,
yeah,
right?
really good, right? But later on, when she really pursued the fashion, it was kind of like a natural, organic partnership. Because I was singing at a time, and when I was performing, I was like, give me some clothes, let me promote.
And she's an amazing singer.
And we just ended up, merging together. We saw this fortune teller, and the person said, I see something really special.
Oh.
And the thing is, I don't know if it's true or not, but it felt right for us at the time when the fortune teller told us.
How many years ago was this?
This is when we were kids, maybe teenagers. And he said, I see that if you stick together, both of you, you will go so far. You will go very far, each of you individually. But if you stick together, this is going to be
Well, two is
I
always
mean,
better than one.
two is better than one.
Better than one.
And two, twins.
Double the trouble.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
But also-
if you were here, I'm getting some.
With you guys.
But also too, though, you guys are not just beautiful. You guys are amazing, down to earth and smart and sophisticated.
Aww.
And let's talk about it. So it kind of brings up the whole topic of Black Sheep, you guys' new line that just came out.
Yes.
So
Yes.
tell us what that's about and what it stands for.
Yes. Even when it started, when we were young, before everything started, we were always black sheeps. Because when you're twin, everybody's looking
You
at
stand
you.
out
Wherever you
already.
go,
Yeah.
right?
We're
grew up-
viewed as freaks. They're you're different. Plus, we're Asian. We went to private schools.
It was
and-
all Caucasian people. We were always very, very different. And somehow, at a very young age, we learned to embrace being different.
I was about to ask you, when did that process come? Because that consensus of being different can be challenging sometimes.
very, very early
Was it
on.
perhaps that you had the two of each other to kind of
Absolutely.
bring one
I
up?
think that really helps.
The fact that we had each other.
Yes, and even being in school, the first day at school, people want to make friends, right? We felt like,
You're like, I already got it.
I got her, I'm good, and people were
We have
coming
each
to
other.
us. You know what I mean? So it was always like a different angle for us.
Okay.
And so early on, we embraced the differences, and I feel like we wanted to make a collection that would kind of celebrate being different, being bold, being daring, and breaking rules because we love breaking rules.
And we just feel like when you look,
All the legal rules they break. I was like, I heard some stories.
we
know
are,
you're one
we
of
are
them.
so
You're one of the
illegal.
rule breakers.
No comment.
But we just looked at every successful person's story. Usually they had to be different. They had to innovate. They had to overcome a lot of obstacles. And we feel like the struggle is as beautiful as the success story.
I love
part of the
that. I
journey.
love that
Yeah.
moment of understanding. You just touched on something amazing, which I think a lot of successful people, I think if you look at the congruency of stories, that you look towards other successful people and looked at that kind of byproduct and the plan and were like, well, how did A get to Z? And I think you made a wonderful point there that you actually went and looked to, up to other people. And I think you girls are now becoming that for other people, whether you realize it or not. You guys are creating a foundation for the future generations that will look back and be like, not just women, men across the board. You guys are running a serious business. You have a brick and mortar in Montreal,
Yes,
which I think is
yes.
really exciting.
Yes.
And then that leads me to, we in the US of A. Are we going to get a brick and mortar store somewhere soon?
I think that's definitely, in the plans for the
5-year plan,
future.
10-year plan?
Oh, actually, probably sooner than that, I think. Especially that
Do we get a
recently...
juicy exclusive?
Oh, yeah.
Should we-
Absolutely.
should-
Actually,
wait.
it's very exclusive.
We'll be right
because-
back.
Should we sip a little tea? Should we spill a little
Yeah.
tea here
Yes,
about
let's
something
sip
that
some tea.
we're thinking
Yes.
about doing?
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. I think I'm going to have you take the lead on that one.
Ooh. So do you think there may be a future of us maybe doing a little something together?
Given that she's pussy poppin',
Oh, yes.
she's cute, she's smart, I think there's something we can
Very
do together.
fashionable, ambitious, and daring. She's also a black sheep like us.
I am.
I think there's a partnership. So I think that we should start our own clothing line. What do you think?
Ooh, you guys, would you guys be down for us and for me and the twins to start a fitness line?
You better leave the comments
pussy
below.
Leave the comments below. I don't know. There may be a little future, but with you guys, what do you guys see? With the future, like with the
Of your
brand
brand.
of your brand.
The sky is the limit. Honestly, I feel like we were born with like art in our veins, in our blood. And when you have a gift, I feel like it's only natural to share it with the world.
Can you say that down that camera lens? Because I think that's important in not only business, not only in the creative side of business, but I think across the board, what you just said, say it down the lens, because I think that it can really connect with some people.
I feel like in the most humble way, when you have a gift and God gives you a gift, you have to share with the world.
Absolutely.
Don't be shy.
And we're so proud to be advocates for not only women, but especially women, because we feel like women sometimes in the workforce, you're not as highlighted, and so we have a lot more obstacles to go through.
It's a long way to go still. I
Absolutely.
feel there's always progress, but I do agree with that.
Yeah, we want to be able to regroup women and not only dress them, because that's like on the superficial side, but more than that, to give them tools.
Almost like a
and
support group.
Yes.
That is global. We want to take it to Asia, to Europe, because we
Okay.
were born in Paris. We speak French.
Francis.
Oh.
Oui. And we're Vietnamese, so we're Asian. We want to regroup every powerful woman, every woman who wants to do something. Let's put them all together and let's do something amazing.
You're creating a kind of a movement.
Yes.
And I think
Sachika is a movement.
What you're doing outside of the physical garment
Yes.
is almost more important than the garment itself.
Absolutely.
And I think your legacy will definitely be that. I mean, the clothing is divine. There's no doubt about
Yes,
it. but
they're wearing.
Thank you.
By the way, guys, they are wearing their
I
brand.
have a little something for you.
Little surprise.
In a little bit.
Just a second.
In a little bit, but I definitely wanted to say, because I think young women, millennials, and generations that have come really need positive influences in their life.
Absolutely,
We live in a world that's chaotic at times, and I think you can get caught up in the chaos, or you can kind of rise above it and
Absolutely,
move. And I
yeah.
think you girls are a perfect example of that.
Yes.
Thank you
And we
so
were,
much.
I think that's important, and I think that leads me to my next question, because we like to sip and we want you to spill, because it can't all be roses, honey.
Yes.
You guys are sisters.
Yes.
And you're in business together.
Yes.
So really, what's the tea? Because
Yeah.
who crawls and who gets on each other's nerves? There's
Well, let me take a sip before I answer.
she gonna spill it.
So we're twin sisters, which means we're best friends. But unfortunately, we're also best enemies. Because, when you're so close to someone, you have really high expectations, right? Like you expect them to know you and know what you like. What you
actually, we
don't
know
like.
each other probably the best in this world.
And so we know exactly what to say to push each other's
That
button.
that little button there is just one finger away. It is easy to
Let me
push
tell
it.
you. It's a daily thing. Yeah, it's a daily thing, and people who are in our daily lives, they are literally traumatized when they see us fight, because as much as we love each other so much, the fights are scary.
I think the epicness of that, though, you need to have yin and yang.
It's a balance.
If you guys are on a roller coaster and it's
Yes.
just gliding through, that's
Yeah. Well,
there's no
the good-
growth. You guys need to. You may be
absolutely.
sisters.
I mean, we call each other the yin and yang of fashion.
Yes.
In
Okay.
general, because I'm a lefty, she's a righty. We feel like that's kind of like
a physical manifestation of our differences in how opposite we think. And like it's good that we're opposites because we cover different angles, but obviously that brings in a lot of fights.
Who's the more feisty one?
Honestly,
depends on the
I
day.
think we're both super feisty. It's
Good response.
feisty and feistier because there's no one who's not feisty.
Yeah.
And we're both so driven.
Need
and
a
it
bit
just
of,
depends on certain
Yeah.
aspects. But I feel like, honestly, we need to give people some breaks sometimes. You know, but we're very intense people. We're very, very passionate.
Very
I feel
passionate.
creatively speaking, though,
Yes, like-
people are usually like, no, on that other side of the spectrum. So having that, I think, is it's the truth. I mean, people are getting to know us through this platform, and it's like for us,
Who's more feisty?
it depends. child,
I know,
She's not gonna say me. I'm about to pop.
And I'm about to pop right past off at you.
You were thinking you better not say me.
We both some little feisties.
But I think it bonds people together, and it brings an evolution in relationships and as business partners.
Yes.
Not only are you sisters,
And
you're
we
business
fight
partners. You're
and
running
all-
something real.
Yes.
So it's
And
like you
so
kind of have to
personal.
get it out
Yes.
and move on. Because you guys are running something where you have fans, you have customers,
Employees,
businesses,
yeah.
employees. So you guys are like, get it out
Right. And
and
ultimately
moving
we're
on and
fighting
grow.
because we care. You know, if you don't
we
fight
care
didn't care.
so much.
right,
It's
it's
true.
like we
We
care,
care
so
too
much,
much.
and
That's
we're
the
so
issue.
passionate, and I feel like that's like at the core of who we are.
But we've
basically.
definitely grown,
Yeah.
though. I feel like over the years, we have grown to, we still fight, don't get me wrong, and the fight are still feisty. But I think that now we know each other and we kind of learn to kind of make peace
And
sooner than later.
Take everything with a little bit of grain of
Maturity.
salt.
Yeah.
Maturity
It's
is
not
a
that
wonderful
serious.
thing, right?
It sure is.
And time, you know, as you know someone, the more you know someone, the more you spend time with them.
And then you also
You just-
realize that a lot of this feistiness is not really needed at all times.
Well, you
know?
channel
Sure.
it into something else.
Yes.
And I think that's where you guys are an example. A lot of the people that have come through the set before, it's like having that feistiness definitely would help your creativity and design.
Absolutely.
As far as business, tenacity is such an important thing. So life is a roller coaster, but you then channel that tenacity and you put it into your business, and like clearly it's
Absolutely,
working.
exactly.
Wait, so speaking of business, we have something super special. So we've never done this before.
We've never done this.
Never. It's never been done.
we love this.
So, you guys on the
At home.
At home. Oh, right here, this camera. At home, you guys. It's going to be a pop-up here of a code, and so they'll be able to purchase you guys'
can shop
clothing,
these
shop these
outfits.
outfits, and you guys go ahead, plug it in right here.
Absolutely. This is from our newest collection, Black Sheep. I'm wearing the Ariane top, lace top. Actually, one of our best
You're
sellers.
gonna gift me one, honey? Because I think Adrian would look good on me.
You.
I think you're gonna steal the show.
And you
if
also
wear
have
the
more
Adrian.
ruffles because for bigger personalities, more ruffles.
And then yours, Tonya.
So I'm wearing the Courtney dress. It's a dress that actually you can wear with the lace top underneath to make it a little bit more conservative to go to
Wow,
work.
that is beautiful. If you
But
guys can see the
obviously,
detailing here.
it's
Right.
No, I
I'm gonna stand up.
We're just gonna get the dress. Give us a spin.
And then we have pockets.
Yes, girl.
Multi-purpose.
It's like very feminine, sassy, and at the same time, it's very sophisticated. That's
What's
what we
your price
stand
points,
for.
girls?
Yes.
Price point is all.
Everything is made in
affordable.
USA.
It's designed. Everything is made and designed in Los Angeles. This top, the Adrian, is actually $145. So it rings with quality. It's made here, but
love that. I
it's
think
not.
Yeah, it's made
super
here.
important.
Yeah.
The skirt here is actually $175. So it's a wrap dress.
Oh, yes, girl.
Skirt, side skirt.
She,
Yeah, but
she's
good.
like, let me serve real fast.
Yes.
These twins, let me tell you, they are always serving.
I feel like we learned it from the
You
best.
gotta love what you do, and you gotta be your best fan. Because if you
Yeah,
Say
say it right there, girl.
Start it
you gotta
again.
love what you do, and you gotta be your best fan. Because if you can't wear your designs like you want others to wear, then
Oh, that applies in life, honey. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know somebody that she's the biggest fan of herself.
You can go ahead and, because I love
I'm talking about
myself.
myself, actually. Who's talking about?
Oh, talking about me.
Guys, we want to thank
Yes.
you so much. Just a reminder, you can zip the barcode. It's going to be right here, and shop the looks direct from today's episodes.
SachikaOfficial.com, right?
Sachika.com.
Oh, Sachika.com. Okay.
SACHIKA.com. Sachika.
and then you can
And where do we
find
find
us.
you? Too?
Yes.
Yes, follow us on Instagram. It's Sachika Twins, or the brand is Sachika Official.
different.
Oh wait, no, you're individual.
Oh yeah.
We want to follow you
Yeah.
girls individually.
To-Tam, it's To-Tam To-Nya,
And mine is To-Nya Sachika all together.
Girls, you are a
Fire.
bright, shining light.
Yes.
Thank you guys for
And
having
we,
us
we
so
are so happy that
much.
you're here. I know she's really happy that you came.
Oh my God, we're gonna have something for her to wear next time.
Pretty. Yes, we need some handy.
We gotta have an outfit too.
Well, thank you guys so much. You can follow me across the board at Ariane Andrew and this little nugget at Glitty Glit.
You can follow me at Matt Dillon 1983, and yet again, she fell asleep. But she's at It's Mama 2011. Until next time, guys.
On Focus TV Network on Sippin The Tea. We'll see you guys
We'll
next
see
week.
you next time. Thank you,
Yes.
girls.
Cheers, girls.
Yeah, you got the wrong number. Click.